the craziest thing in this business is to watch people blow past you, right? To like I've watched people dislike me because of it, and then I've watched people celebrate me. And I didn't realize how important the celebration was. Like, and then you watch someone like Shane.
Wait, you're saying when you blow by somebody, some people don't like it, but some people also celebrate the fact that you did so.
Some people are like, you know, and I say blow past them. I just mean like do bigger things than they were doing at the time or they ever did. Like I can simply say that when Shane broke my drink sales in Arizona, which is like, ticket sales are one thing.
You break my drinking sales. That hurts.
He texted me. He's like, guess who has
Gotcha,
the new
bitch.
record for the celebrity
You guys
theater.
have a good like Magic Bird thing going. I think it's like a rivalry, but it's friendship.
It's not even a rivalry. Like it's funny. It's just dude. That dude knows I root for him. Mm-hmm. That guy knows I root for him. The day he got SNL, the week he got SNL, we were together in Austin. He's like, hey, can I talk to you privately? And I was like, yeah. And we went into a stairwell, went somewhere, and just pulled me to the side. It was like he's coming out of the closet, and he goes, I'm hosting SNL. And he saw genuine love in my eyes for him coming back, and for him being on top.
Well, the mere fact that he even thought to pull you aside to tell you that, you know?
Yeah.
I told the story that when we were at the mothership, he was talking to James McCann, and he was like, this is Kevin from Barstool. He does a show with Feidelberg, KFC Radio. They're really good to comics. And James was like, oh, cool. And he was like, no. Like, for real. Those guys put us on, a lot of us on, when nobody else did.
You guys
and
did. You guys did.
But I was like, wow, thank you for saying that, man. Like, it's very much appreciated to hear that. And I think the people know who are the ones rooting for you and who are the ones who are, you know.
Well, you don't know. That's the crazy thing is like, you don't, like, there's times where you're like, I didn't know we were competing to like other people.
Yeah.
But then I remember like Billy Gardell pulling me aside and going like, hey man, congrats on all your success. This is really special. I hope you're enjoying it. And then I didn't like blow past him. He's a TV star, right? Mm-hmm. But I was having a moment, and he meant it. And you don't realize it until you start having people hate your guts. When you start doing better than them, they start hating you, and then you're like, oh shit. The real joy I've had, honestly, is watching someone like Stavi just had his movie come out. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, I go to your fucking premiere. There's no way I don't go to your premiere. You're having a premiere in LA. You think I'm not going to show the fuck up? And to watch Stavi kill it in that movie. That movie's so fucking, and it is because of him.
Yeah.
That's the gift in this business. Do you think Joe Rogan's ever been jealous of anyone?
Anything?
Do you think Joe Rogan gives a fuck? He is so happy that you are doing well. I've watched him celebrate every single one in his circle. To me, Tommy, Joey, Ari, he celebrates everyone and then celebrates you back to yourself. That's the energy that's pretty awesome.
I've always like compared, it's Barstool, but it applies to industries and stuff like that, where I've always been like, it's just like sports, dude. Like, we're on the same team. I want to kick the shit out of you in practice, but I want you to be fucking when we get out there, because the better you are, the better this team looks, this industry looks, whatever. Like, I want to be the MVP. When it's one-on-one, I want to win. Yeah. But when you win, I'm gonna fucking for you. Yeah, like, I'm happy for you.
But there's less people like us than there are.
Oh, there's way less people like us. Dude, there's so many people. I mean, look, and that's the truth, though. But you can't like hate them for it. It's just natural. It happens. Maybe they're, it's like you can't control what someone's dad did to them, and then that's the shit they're dealing with the rest of their fucking life. It just rears its head. As soon as you started saying that, I started thinking, what if Rogan had started a Barstool when he started his podcast?
Dude, I mean, if he I don't owned, but like if all of you guys, all those comics that he put on were like under his umbrella, forget it. That's what I wanted to do here. I wanted to do that. It didn't end up working, but I was looking at guys like Soder and some of these guys who I think are like need to even hit the next level, and I was like, I mean, I had said
I think Soder's gonna be the next one to pop.
Totally.
In my opinion, Dan Soder
is the funniest natural funny guy out there.
I think he is.
I've been saying that forever. I remember saying, I was like, when I didn't have my Barstool money, I remember being like, oh, if I had money now, I would like invest in this guy. But by the time I have it, it won't be an option. And then, but I said to Stefano, I said Shane, I said Soder, and I was like, if all of these guys were Barstool guys, it would have been, who knows,
you could see it. You could see it. It's so funny. I was scrolling. I was just looking for pictures of when we put Priscilla down. And one of the pictures that showed up was because I guess back in the day on Instagram, if you shared a story, it would get saved to your camera roll, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was a video of Schultz turn it sideways thing. Mm-hmm. And I was like, if you told me that day, right before, it was probably the day Priscilla died, and I shared it, or right before. If you told me I could invest in Schultz's career,
Right.
I would have done it. Nice. If you told me, now I'll tell you, the only one that snuck up, Shane's career snuck up on me. So I go, this is going to be, I know how funny he is, but this is going to be like a long haul. Like this is not, I didn't see it happening the way it happened.
Yeah.
Like I was like, I mean, we knew how funny he was. Like we
shit went meteoric.
personally knew how fucking relentlessly, dude, the hardest we've laughed in that tour bus is we're watching Apocalypto, and it's me, Shane, I think Andrew, you, and my cameraman John Mans and Dave Williamson. And John Mans, my cameraman, goes, oh, turn off the subtitles. And we're like, what? And he goes, turn off subtitles. You're not supposed to watch it with subtitles. And Shane goes, you speak ancient Aztec, man? And he goes, Shane, you're a meathead. You don't know what you're talking about. This movie was made so you can understand it without subtitles. And Shane goes, no, you're a fucking idiot. Why would they have put subtitles on there if they didn't need them? And he goes, it's on, and they start fighting over subtitles. So through the whole movie, I don't know if Shane watched the movie. All he did was anytime there was a scene where it was important what they were saying, he goes, man,
what did they say?
How the fuck were we supposed to know that his name's Super Fox and this is his jungle? He's hunted since he's a child. Mans, he's standing there talking. And then Shane goes, that does it, Mans. That does it. I'm going on Joe Rogan tomorrow, and I'm calling you a pedophile. And Mans goes, you can't do that. That's slander. And he goes, you watch me do it. And Shane goes on Joe Rogan, and he goes, Joe's like, so how you been on the road with Bert? And he's like, yeah, it's been great, except for this one pedophile, John Mans. And Mans is like, and Mans saw it. He got so upset. He's like, he goes, we need to do a rebuttal video. I go, Mans, it's not real. You're not really a pedophile.
That actually makes me scared about Mans.
He goes, we need to make a statement. So Mans and I did a rebuttal video to Shane's video. I mean, Shane would torture John Mans, and it would make us laugh. The hardest we laughed was, I mean, I remember one time Dave Williamson saying he could pretty much be a Navy SEAL because he played water polo. And Shane quit the Army.
Yeah.
So Shane knows how hard it is, and he quit it. Yeah. And what he's hearing is, I'm tougher than you because I played water polo. And buddy, Shane called a Navy SEAL on FaceTime, said, just take a look at this fat fuck. You think, I mean, he would get on that bus, he made us laugh so hard. What was at the end of Apocalypto? They chase Running Fox or whatever his name is to the ocean. The two Aztecs, they finally got their guy. He drops to his knees. They're going to behead him. And a ship comes in. Now, anyone else who knows anything about history knows these are the Spanish colonizers. This is Cortez. And all of this society is about to be decimated by smallpox, including Montezuma, all the fuck.
Yeah.
The ship comes in, and Dave Williamson goes, oh, pirates. And Shane Gillis almost jumped out of his he goes, you ruined a goddamn movie with your stupidity. Fucking pirates, Dave? It's not pirates. Oh my God. That guy was singularly the funnest guy on a bus.
Mm-hmm. If it's just the fellas like hanging out, there's nobody better, man.